everyone. I'm here with Dylan, winner of our Legacy Locals tonight. How are we feeling?
Pretty good, man.
What did you play tonight?
So I played 80 card Yori and Death and Taxes and Legacy. Not usually the choice you would make because mono white initiative draws in all the mono white hate, all the pro white cards. But I just said, you know what? I don't feel like playing Painter tonight. I feel like playing a different deck, so decided to play it, and it worked out pretty well, and it was fun.
So why did you decide to play the Yorion 80-card build over the traditional 60-card build of Death and Taxes?
So Yorion's a really good resource to have. Being able to have it as an 8th card in hand once you get to turn 3, if you're not doing anything else. Being able to have it as a flyer, because sometimes everyone just has stuff on the ground. You just need to be able to do lethal that way. And if it ever resolves, whether off Vial or off casting it, and you blink 2 or 3 things, you're usually in a big spot in the game. And at times, if you have like a Vial 1/5, you can use it to dodge removal, unlike your Stoneforge or any of your hate pieces that are sitting on the board.
I can see that being pretty good. How many times were you able to utilize that Yorion tonight?
Once every round, I'd say. Usually it was getting my Vial up to 5 and putting it on the board. The other mode you can do is if you exile it to Solitude, but usually Solitudes, there wasn't a spot to do it early enough where I needed to. I just usually hard casted mine and just used the Orion as a resource rather than just an extra card in hand.
That makes sense. I mean, being able to pitch it to Solitude definitely gives it a lot more utility, and it really does act as that 8th card in your hand, as we've seen with so many of these very strong companions. What do you think the hardest matchup you played tonight was?
The hardest matchup I played tonight was definitely a Reanimator. Game 1, my opponent kept a 7 and just destroyed me. Game 2, I had a very good hate piece hand with like a Surgical and a Rest in Peace, so I felt pretty comfortable. But even that hand isn't the best because if I don't get the Rest in Peace down and they just go discard spell, discard my Surgical, bring out their Gristlebrand, if I don't have a Swords effect, they probably just win the game anyway. And then Game 3, I kept a hand where I was like, if you don't have the turn 1, I win, but if you do, I lose, and he ended up having the turn 1, so.
Love to see it. Would you run it back again next week?
Oh, for sure. This deck is really fun. Again, if you just dodge the hate or just you can play through it, you're in a good spot. And yeah, deck's really fun and gives you a variety of stuff.
I'm definitely glad to see Death and Taxes win and see you win. So congratulations on winning Legacy Locals tonight. Thank you so much for the interview, Dylan.
Thank you, Nate.